Alright, it's Sunday, August 16th, doing a graduation party here at Laurel Manor. It's a fairly large banquet facility. It's only a banquet facility. And a big kitchen in back. And we'll show you the party in a minute. Well, anyways, I guess I'll shoot this part out here. Load-in was horrible. It was all the way in the back. And I don't want to complain, but, you get to a place, you haven't played here before. There was a receptionist lady up front talking on her cell phone the whole time. I said, hi, I'm the DJ, I'm for such and such party. Well, you're going to have to wait a minute because we have 2 other parties going on here, and all of our hall managers are busy trying to feed them, and we got 2 dinners going on, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, hey, nice to see you too, Anyways, so she tells me to drive all the way around back, and I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Can I see the room first? No, you have to go around back, find somebody back there, and they'll tell you where to go. So I go back, and have to bug the head chef. I'm like, hi, I'm new, haven't played here before. Where do we go? I mean, this is a big facility. It took me an hour to load the stuff in. Up through the kitchen, up an elevator, down a hall, around the corner, down another hall, down 2 more halls, through a little entranceway, around the corner, through a door, and I've made this trip like 12 times now, so I know it's that many halls, and I'm not exaggerating.
Oh, we had loose cables. I mean, the plug is loose down there. So I don't think anyone's going out this back door. But here we are in our hall, and we'll give you a nice shot of the room. It's kind of a long, funny-shaped room, but we got some of our uplights on both sides of the dance floor. I mean, they have their traditional trees with Christmas lights in it, but, you take a wall like that doesn't have any lights on it, and instead of having it just look like a hotel room, we turn it into a dance floor, Oh, there's a shot of our setup. It's kind of a permanent dance floor that they have, which I like compared to those wood ones. It's nice and it's tile. Graduation party, a typical picture board. Some of these, I guess, cocktail tables if you want to stand around, and I put some music request cards on there with pens so they can fill those out if they want to. And the school colors, I guess, are green and white, so I set the uplights over by the refreshment table green and white, and again put them on an angle because I thought that would look kind of nice. And when you look at it from far back, I'll give you another shot of that. And here's the buffet area. I was going to hide some uplights behind there, but there's not a lot of people here. So again, dance floor lights and whatnot. We'll get some lights on for the dancing. So I guess the point is, if you're back here and you see the uplights in the back, give the room some depth, and that's just something else you can do with uplights. Otherwise, it would seem like a long, boring room. But you got uplights over here and in the back, and it really adds a dramatic effect, I think. Okay, here's a little music list I put on for graduation. Okay, not really Red Wine, but it's more of a dinner song. After that, graduation time, 3 times lady, love, why can't we be friends? That's what friends are for. How the years go by. Then Corinne Bailey Ray, I haven't played her in a few years. And I was like, oh, who was that person that sang that song that everybody liked? I totally forgot who she was. I should just never hear about her. It is 7:49. I mean, the guests of honor got here like 6 o'clock, but nobody was there yet. At 6 o'clock, and dinner started at 6:45, and they've just kind of been talking and playing some music for about an hour now, really, I guess. So there's still not a lot of other people have showed up yet. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some dancing, or we just started out the dancing with the slow dance for, I guess, the dad and his daughter. It was the daughter's birthday, which is not exactly the graduatee. It was just awkward. I had him clap for the graduatee, but he was dancing with his other daughter who's turning 16 tomorrow or something, and I don't know. It was just kind of awkward. I don't know these people. I don't have a list. I don't have a name. I wasn't introduced to the graduatee or this other sweet 16 person. I was just kind of nonchalant. So, if I announce the wrong person to come out and dance in the dance floor, well, what am I going to do, I'm losing my mind. Hey, like I mentioned in my last vlog video, you know, especially in a small crowd where there's not a lot of people, it's very imperative to get people out. Tongue-tied. It's very important to win over the audience in the beginning. And if you don't do that, they're like, it's just the DJ, they want to sit around and talk. Okay. I mean, the dad who's paying me came up and asked me to get people out on the dance floor. Well, how can I do that if I've made the wrong announcement already? And people are like, you know, it's hard to win the audience back after you've already looked kind of silly to them. I mean, you know, it's 8:22, only here till 10 o'clock, and we're on the third dance song. So we may do a line dance in a minute to get some people out here. I'll always get some people out here for the Cupid Shuffle. I had to show them how to do it first, but doing some dancing, doing the twist, taking it back, doing the cha-cha slides. That's how we do it. Whitney Houston's new one, $1 Million Bill. It's gonna be my new favorite song. Well, it's 9:38, and there's only the graduatee left and her parents or whatnot. So, yeah, I'm not, practice and enjoy. But I'm gonna show you the load in and load out. We're having some fun. This is Mark Anthony. This song is called Velo La Pena, or Velo La, I don't know how to say it. Hey, we got the parents out there. This is Papimente. Everyone left out on the floor. There we go.
I think we're going to show you the out way. That's of course. So, most DJs will get bored. I make it a point not to get bored, because I'm paid to be the DJ, and in those situations where you're entertaining for less than 10 people in a room, you still have the wait staff there. They're doing their thing. So you can't just put the computer on and walk out and sit in your car for 40 minutes. Just do the best you can. Dance behind the DJ booth. Put a couple line dances on at the end of the night. If you haven't done the chicken dance, do that. And don't just expect those 8 people to dance. Lose your inhibitions. Get out there and do whatever you got to do just to make it look like you're busy and that you're having a good time. Because the 2 people, or the parents, the adults who paid me to DJ, were sitting at the table all night in the background, just maybe either waiting at 10 o'clock. Time is just going by. Maybe that they weren't into the music I was playing, but because it was a graduation party, it's more for the kids. So I ended up getting the parents out even at the end of the night to dance to this Latin or salsa music that the kids were dancing to, and they thanked me, and it was great. It wasn't a perfect gig, but what are you going to do when only less than 30 people show up to a party where they plan to have 60 people? But don't get bored as a DJ. Just do whatever you got to do. Now, if the dance floor is packed, that's great. You want to take a break for a couple of songs, go out to the car, and do what you got to do then. And that's fine if everyone's having a great time. But in those tough situations where you're paid and you're doing your job and there's only 8 people left, and you're like, oh man, this is a rotten party. Why am I even here? We should just end the night right here. No, don't do that. Just turn it around. You have the opportunity as the DJ. It's your show. The show must go on. Audience or no audience, I'm still playing. And it worked out great. It may not always work out great that way, but at least you have to try. And they'll appreciate you trying and making the effort, the people that hired you. And you'll get hired back. Practice and enjoy.